Anyway, welcome to Cold Hard Trash, CRT episode 81. I don't know how much of that intro we'll leave in, but I'm your host, Trashcan Jones.
And I'm older Breeeg.
Older and
older
wiser.
Than you last heard of me.
Ah, yeah, because you've had your birthday. Well, you look younger. The haircut makes you, it shaves off a little bit. Makes you look like a young lad.
It's been a while since I got a haircut from like a barber or someone that is like licensed to cut hair.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I was literally going to the Paul Mitchell school for haircutters.
For beauty students?
Yeah, so they were still in training. And I also had really long hair. But now I got this haircut from a guy who does not speak English.
Nice.
And that's how you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, looking sharp. You said you went to platinum fades, right?
Yeah.
Nice. That's looking platinum, all right.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
Thank you.
Man, the businesses around here are much stranger in like small town, because like outside the city there's a salt cave right near here, and you'd think like, oh, you one of those like salt pool things you can like sit in or whatnot. It just looks like a house, like it's just someone's house. Like, you know, like sometimes a dentist office sometimes looks like a house around here also, and like that's not too weird because family dentistry or whatever. Family salt cave, like you either have a really cool open wide basement that leads into the earth, or there's just like you're going to get there and he's going to open the curtain to the bathtub.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know what you do at that point.
Well, I mean, like, people build buildings around things they want to keep safe. I mean, you got, like, ice houses, like literal ice houses to store ice.
True,
back
yeah.
in the day before we had refrigeration.
Maybe just in the middle of this suburb, there was a salt cave, and they were like, we need to build the house right here.
Yeah, to protect it from the elements. Rains once, it'll all wash away.
Maybe. I don't know how salt caves work. How salt pools or whatever.
Yeah, it wouldn't all wash away.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd think that'd be like part of it. Like it almost would need that. I don't know.
Yeah, you if you want to have some type of control over your salt cave, you shield it from the elements.
Well,
make your own decisions on what gets to happen to it.
It's my salt cave.
Yeah, I mean, I did not know that was around here. I'd visit. It's
weird. I've never been inside. I've only driven past, but it just looks like a regular house. I think it's right across from like a family optometry or something like that, and the library. There's just like a salt cave, and it's just like an old-timey, like from the 80s sign, like that weird plastic that's like, I don't know how you even describe it, like McDonald's Play Place plastic almost, to where like it looks like it's from the 80s, but it just says, salt cave. I assume the business is still open unless it's an abandoned house at this point.
You get a book, you get your eyes checked, you check out the salt cave.
You get a full day. A full day here in this suburb. It's crazy. That's literally been there since I was a kid. I've never been inside, nor have I known anyone to go inside.
Let's make a plan.
Why? I don't
want to check out the salt cave.
I don't want to die in someone's murder house that they're just putting salt cave on the front of. That sounds like a terrible plan.
Okay, but then you're going to go to the optometrist. That could also be a murder house. They just put optometrist.
No, I'm not going to go to optometry because I don't need glasses. Jesus.
How do you know? When's the last time you went?
The eye doctor? I guess it has been a while, but I'm still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I just know that I have kind of bad vision, so I go to the optometrist annually, and because I'm kind of required to, I think, with my insurance, if I wanted to. Oh, I just do it because like I could change my like prescription at any point in time, right? Like my eyes could change, and if I use the money that I get from the insurance to buy new glasses, I don't want to get the wrong prescription, right? I want it to be as up to date as possible.
Exactly. Yeah, no. I went to the eye doctor once a year, like all the time growing up, and then I think when I was like 18, 19, once I had to go to my own appointments, I stopped.
Yeah, I stopped going to like the dentist and the optometrist and stuff like that in my like early 20s because I kind of like ended up on my own insurance at some point. And then now I have actual insurance again. So, and also I live on a street where it's like just down the block, like maybe 3 blocks, 4 blocks is the eye doctor and the dentist. Like they're across the street from each other. And a burger place and my bank.
All right.
So
get it all done in one day.
Yeah, it'd take like half a day to just get some appointments done, and I can stop at the bank, get my laundry quarters, get food right there.
Nice.
Very convenient.
Sounds like a pretty good little like square of things. Like
yeah,
good location.
I like being.
I wonder what order those things popped up in. Like, I wonder if the burger place was like, dude, people are going to be coming here for their appointments. This is a great place to set up. Or if like the optometry and dentist place were like, well, people are going to be coming here for burgers, so might as well like give them something to do when they make our appointments. Like, I wonder what part of the brain came first to like make this square happen, because it's not on accident. I refuse to believe it's just a coincidence that all these buildings happen to be there.
I mean, I don't think the burger place has anything to do with these other things. I think the burger place is just there because we get a lot of Sox fans during baseball season, and also just like it's America.
Yeah, burger every street corner, especially in Chicago. Got to have different burgers, different dogs, brats.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of businesses around, you remember Real Realty? So we were watching a cartoon, We Bear Bears, me and Mrs. Trash the other day. And when they had to go and buy their house, the place they had to sign up for was called Real Realty. There's literally a fake realty company in a cartoon that has the same name as a real realty building in Chicago.
Real Realty is real. You should tell them that.
And they're really real.
Write them.
Your copyright infringement, yeah. You might be able to sue We Bear Bears. As soon as I saw that, I was just laughing. Like, I can't. That's exactly what I said. It's just a cartoon name.
We still need to open up fake realty across the street. Real fake realty.
And it's not. It's actually fake realty. We don't provide real estate services in any way. We're just like, no. We're fake realty. You got to go to the real realty over there.
Yeah. And then the business closes down in a month because we just get people coming in saying, "Oh, this is the wrong place," and leaving.
Well, we can still provide some kind of service to them, or like charge them. Once they come in, we just like lock the door behind them, and then they got to pay us a consulting fee, not for real estate, but for like directing them to real estate. We're real estate consultants. How about that? We don't actually deal in real estate, but we consult to others who do.
We have a place to recommend to you.
Yeah, right across the way, a real realty place. I put this mic arm in a shit position. Got to fix that between episodes.
Yeah, So we're gonna be getting another polar vortex this winter. I mean, it's been like a lot of people were saying this is gonna be a bad winter for quite a few months now.
I
believe it, and now that I know that we're getting another polar vortex event, that's kind of proven it. But we did have some snow earlier in the month, and then it just all melted. It rained
still going away now.
I slipped on ice for the first time since I was like maybe 7.
Damn.
The other day.
Like, legitimately slipped and fell? Like, you crashed? Oh, man.
Yeah. I just been so long. It's like I forgot that that's an actual thing that happens to people.
That hurts, too. And you're not expecting it, and you just fall, like, ass cheek first or, like, elbow first. Like, you think, like, oh, I can fall to the ground or whatever, and it's not going to hurt. But when you actually, like, entire body weight come up and then straight down, it hurts. You're sore.
I actually am not sore. This happened on Wednesday. I'm really not worse for wear.
Really?
It hurt my wrist a little bit for the remainder of the day.
All right.
But that's it. But I felt like such a fucking dweeb. I felt like a moron trying to keep my balance. Like,
yeah, those videos are great. I like that. Everybody just like on their driveway, especially when it's sloped down. It's like they keep trying to fight it, but they keep falling, like keep sliding downward.
Comparing them to Frozone.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just caught myself. The best way to fall under typical circumstances is actually just on your back.
Yeah,
that's what I did. It was like my like left back.
That's wrestling 101. That's how you take the safest bump. Is you go on your back, you try to disperse as much force as you can with your elbows, slamming backwards. It also makes a bigger sound.
Just greater area.
Yeah. And you always curl your feet up, because if you go straight out, then you bang your heels like flat. You could blow your ACL real quick. So you got to make sure to curl your feet flat, elbows down, bam.
Which is the opposite of what you try to do when you're falling into water.
Right.
Because water you can move through it. You want to be like as pointy as possible, so you aren't taking the force.
Pencil dive. You want to be straight up and down. Or else you belly flop, and that hurts a lot, even in just like to kiddie pools. I can't imagine, like, you ever seen death diving?
No.
It's just diving without any form or anything. So you just jump off a cliff and then just like sprawl in the air and belly flop into a shitload of water. Like, so you don't, it's safe enough, but like Yeah, you could die. It's called death diving for a reason.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
You could break. Broken ribs are pretty common.
Mm-hmm.
Water becomes very like concrete after a certain amount of height.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like video games.
There's a surface tension.
Right.
Where, it just holds it all together.
Right. It's not like video games. You can just jump from the airplane or the helicopter and then like, yeah, cannonball, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, so there's one case I know of where a woman's parachute failed, and I think even the backup parachute, if she had one, when skydiving, and she lived. She landed in a bog.
Oh, yeah. Her name was Peggy Hill. I remember. That was an episode of King of the Hill.
Oh, that was probably in reference to this real life thing.
Yeah.
Because they'll do shit like that. But yeah, no, she
landed in some soft mud. Yeah, that makes sense.
If it was water, I think it'd be more dangerous. Like just plain water, it might be more dangerous. But
I could do you one crazier. Here, is a flight attendant who was strapped to her seat, sucked out of the plane, survived. No parachute, nothing. They just found her, and I don't think they found her strapped in the seat. They found her seat nearby. Mm-hmm. She survived the fall.
Good for her.
Must have
probably terrifying.
Right, must have hit a shitload of trees. I have to imagine on the way down, like broke her all the force. The chair did anyway.
When I was younger, I didn't really have as good of like a storytelling sense. Because I mean, I think we've talked about this before. There's a lot of like risky situations in TV shows and movies, but there's more runtime, so you like know they're gonna get out of it,
right?
Maybe at a cost. You don't know that,
right? And at least you're left with, oh, how are they gonna get this out? You know, how are they gonna get out of this mess?
And there was a point in my life where I didn't understand that. And I was watching Get Smart with Steve Carell.
Yeah, and Anne Hathaway.
Which is the Get Smart was like an older TV series,
right?
And that was sort of a reboot. I don't know what exactly you would call it, but
I'd say a reboot. Yeah, like Naked Gun is to the original Naked Guns. It's a reboot.
I feel like a reboot needs to be a series of some sort instead of a single one-off thing.
A remake, then?
Yeah, somewhere it has "re" in the name.
Yeah.
And he like fucks up or something and gets like arrested by an air marshal, so he has his hands zip tied together, and he has this tiny little crossbow in his shoe or something, and he's trying to like use it to break through the zip ties so he can do something.
Yeah.
And then he hits, and if this cannot actually be in planes, a button in the bathroom that opens up the floor underneath him and drops him out of the plane. Yeah. And then Anne Hathaway, like, eventually, like, it also turns off the light for occupied.
It's empty now.
So then she goes to the bathroom and notices he's not there and sees the button. It's like, oh, son of a bitch. And, like, goes down and grabs a parachute and hops down and, like, grabs him. But, like, when he first did that, I was like, oh, my God. He's going to die terrified. That was my understanding of the situation.
To his death.
Yeah. She does this, like, 2-3 minutes later and just like starts diving and finds him, and I don't think that's possible. Truly,
if he's spread eagle the whole way and she's plummeting straight down, 2-3 minutes.
The distance of the plane continuing to move after he fell out is the big one for me.
Yeah, because you'd have to go straight backward. Yeah, that's definitely unrealistic.
Yeah,
that's pretty damn funny though.
Yeah, I just thought he was gonna die.
Steve Carell's dead.
Yeah. Rip.
Do you have the wherewithal to know like that was not Steve Carell, like he was playing a part? Also,
I knew it was a movie, but I thought he was going to die in the movie.
Right, like you're just the next scene is going to be him like they're cleaning up his body, scraping it off the sidewalk.
Yeah, maybe not as
a pancake just version of him.
Yeah.
Get Smart's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say if I had 100 trained soldiers ready to surround this building? I wouldn't believe you. What would you say to a highly trained SWAT team ready to kick down the door? Nope. Chuck Norris with a BB gun. He's like, I think we're done here. He just walks out of the room.
The whole plot of that movie was that someone was trying to like set off a nuke in New York City, right?
I don't remember the whole MacGuffins of it. I just remember some of the funnier bits. I watched it when I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was like a bomb strapped to the piano at a orchestral performance or something like that in some big city, which I presume was New York, with important people there.
Yeah, Carnegie Hall or something.
Yeah, and it's like it was timed. Maybe this is a different movie. I don't remember. It was like set up so that it would like when the last notes of the Beethoven symphony were played on the piano, that would set the bomb off.
Sounds right.
And then, Steve Carell runs out and like tackles the pianist and all that stuff. But like, wouldn't you want to like if you're gonna do that? Wouldn't you have a backup?
Wouldn't you not make it so esoteric to make it the last notes of a Beethoven symphony?
Yeah, make it the first notes.
Make any key on the piano. Like,
well, no. It needs to be like, you don't want it to go off too early.
Well, you said just make it the first note, so why not? Shit.
Any key, well, like maybe I don't know, like the first notes of a particular song. But if it's just any key, someone bumps into it, kaboom. Yeah. Then again, that would be before the people that you want to get there.
Make it a detonator.
I agree. That's where I was getting at.
Just good old RoboCop style. Zippo, click.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Yeah, I never got that's a big plot hole in like every single villain ever. And even like in the New Age villains when they're like being like the cartel bosses and whatnot that are supposed to be like extra ruthless and don't do it. They still want to do like their monologues and whatnot. It's like pretty sure most like actual probably real cartel bosses no one's ever seen because they wouldn't do monologues where they would be like, aha, and now let me tell you my grand plan. Probably just kill people and move on so that they can stay hidden forever. It's kind of the point. But it's even when they're trying to make them for like TV realistic, they still can't help but make them mustache twiddling villains.
I mean, there is the big one, which is Watchmen.
The movie?
Yeah. Ozymandias is like monologuing and all that stuff, and the other guy's like, "Oh my God, stop you!" And he's like, "What? I did this half an hour ago." And then so everyone's like, "Oh my God!" Like we failed to stop him, and all upset about it.
Good reveal, yeah.
So I mean that's a good subversion, and he still gets the monologue. He still gets to talk about his big plan.
Yeah, but like, why is the monologue even necessary? I feel like if
he wanted to fuck with them,
it's like Joker style though. Like it's like the Joker, I believe, would do that because he's the Joker. He's a clown who's just ridiculously crazy. But like, if someone just wants to do damage and cause chaos, then just like drop the bomb and leave.
He didn't want to cause. I mean. Kind of wanted to cause chaos. He wanted to unify the world against something else.
Right. Him specifically, he did, yeah.
So he told them that, and he was like, it's a whole like moral test. It's like, now you can tell them and get me arrested, and then the good that comes out of this whole thing, unifying the world or unifying like a bunch of different countries over this tragedy would go away, and people would continue to fight. When I'm trying to achieve peace, and then Blue Man kills.
Yeah, that's right. That's after he like disappeared, Dr. Manhattan. Then Dr. Manhattan comes back like, you don't think I just like disentangle and reentangle myself from the quantum field all the time?
Yeah, well, Dr. Manhattan agrees with them, and so he kills Rorschach.
He doesn't kill Rorschach because Rorschach's still alive at the end. Yeah, I forget.
He blows him up. They don't even remember this from the movie exactly.
Maybe I don't remember the end of Watchmen correctly then.
I've also seen a bit of the Watchmen show, and like Rorschach is definitely dead.
Huh. I thought at the end, like, it shows the of Rorschach still being alive, like on the protest and whatnot, like holding the protester sign.
No,
or is that just they're flashing back to show you that Rorschach was that guy the whole time?
I mean, in the Watchmen show, there's kind of like a, I don't know, cult. Yeah, racist KKK type deal.
I've never watched the show, but I know of
followers.
Yeah, I know of the Rorschach cult.
So it could have been a member of that or whatever, but no, he blows him up. And the thing is that, like, yes, I've seen that part of the movie, but I've seen that specific scene so many times because of some stupid meme of Dr. Manhattan going, Steve, did you hear about Steve Jobs? He died of ligma. And then Rorschach goes, who the hell is Steve Jobs? And then Dr. Manhattan goes, ligma balls, and kills him. It's so stupid.
That's pretty good, though.
I've seen that like 100 times.
I mean, Dr. Manhattan would know about Steve Jobs because he's like omnipresent in all timelines, but Rorschach wouldn't. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. That's a good joke. That's a high-level meme.
That's another thing that they sort of go over in the show, which is like the way that it's not like all timelines. It's one timeline. He just experiences the entire span of his life at once. So he is experiencing every single moment
Okay.
that he could possibly experience over his life during the entire time of his life.
Gotcha. So it's not like a multiverse thing. It's just every bit of his timeline, the one timeline he experiences.
Yeah, he knows everything that's going to happen while he's alive, everything that has happened while he's alive.
And he would know Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
Yeah.
He would know. He would know that fact. That's so crazy. It's this having it being so rich and having all the resources in the world to then just be like, yeah, no, I'm just going to try and juice cleanse my way out of this. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Die on your sword, I guess.
Yeah. He walked the walk.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's all like that bullshit of, Gandhi being like, nah, Western medicine's some bullshit right up until he gets sick and he wants the Western medicine. So maybe he thought of that and was like, I'm not gonna count down now. I got to double down.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be no Gandhi.
I'm not going to be no bitch-ass Gandhi.
He did give us the iPhone, though.
Yeah.
Better or worse?
The iPod, too. iPod. I remember it was part of the Ashton Kutcher Steve Jobs movie where they're going over, they recreate like him doing the product reveal of the first iPod. And it's just wild to think, like, 1,000 songs in your pocket. And it's just, people are like, whoa. It's just like, that's crazy to think what like standards, not even standards, what like the scope and scale used to be of technology, what the limits were, what people understood to be the limit.
I mean, before that, you had to use a physical storage method for your music. You needed a Walkman for your CDs,
CD player, little things,
cassette players, boom boxes. You needed like a physical thing that has a song written on it instead of like a hard drive or whatever you want to call it, whatever the storage is on a storage.
Digital storage, and iPod. Something like a lot of other products that had been probably widely available to, consumer grade things, like companies were probably using digital storage of all types of things. He was like, how can we bring this to the consumer grade? And figured it out. Crazy.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had some type of MP3 player, and
I had every type of MP3 player besides an iPod.
I accidentally spent $200 on iTunes with my mom's credit card. And she got mad at me.
Exactly why I never got an iPod.
Because then I couldn't return the songs. So
I had that was what I thought Zunes were gonna be, like the top tier shit. Because Zunes had the ability to just not even like, I get you, it was pirating music, but if you had any MP3 on your computer, just download it to your Zune, click, drag, done.
No, you could do that with iTunes as well.
You had to load it into iTunes and still like do it through iTunes. And then eventually they even added a thing where it was like categorized differently in your iPod or iPhone than the music. So it just got extra hard to do it. You had to go to your music to listen to your playlist. And if you got anything on Apple Music or iTunes, then it wouldn't be synced with that at all. It was real annoying.
I mean, you could actually, I think you could still do this with Spotify even like 5 years ago that I haven't. I
do it with Spotify now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I use Spotify mainly, because I'm able to do songs that I can't find on the mainstream on Spotify, as well as the ones that are there. I can sync them seamlessly. But back in the day, that's what Zunes were. I could just get all my music that I had. I had a whole MP3 list that I've been putting on my, all my MP3s. I had iPods and going back and forth. Eventually, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to get it all into one big list. Give me a Zune. Easy peasy. I even got to you can add custom album art and different stuff to it. I remember Zune had like a whole music studio to where like if you wanted to add custom things in there, it was wild.
And I think you mentioned messing around with like different filters and reverbs and stuff too. I don't know if that was on your Zune or some other MP3 player you had.
I think that was on the PS1 actually. The PS1 had that. You could put it in like a church filter or like different stuff, make it sound like a subway tunnel. That was great.
Do you remember? So they were. Product placement in Marvel movies sort of popped up around the end of Phase 2, I think it was. Phase 2 or Phase 3, whichever one ended in Infinity War. Because in, I think, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, or the second one, which both happened before Infinity War, Peter Quill loses his, cassette player with his playlist that his mom made that he always listens to.
Right.
And someone gives him a Zune.
No way.
Yep, it's a legit a Zune.
That's awesome. That's so Peter Quill too. Like, is Zune still one of the best MP3 players? Coming up to Footloose. Oh, my microphone fell.
Whoops. And then at the end of Endgame, I think it was the end of Endgame. It could have been Infinity. I don't remember. It was one of those other movies. But they pull out, like, they're all standing around in, I think they're like white time travel suits or whatever. And they all pull out HTC Ones, which was like
that
another.
was my phone. I had that phone. Yeah,
they had it in the fucking movies.
That's the best. The HTC phones were like sleeper hits. They were so good. I love the HTC. They had such good speakers. Oh my god, they were like made to be music phones. I love the HTC phone lines. That's such a callback.
And the thing is like with all these different, you could probably get away with a Galaxy like being in a movie without it really being product placement. Like it was so obvious. You can get away with Galaxies and iPhones, I think, being in movies without it being a big deal.
Right.
Like you probably just use it because that's what you kind of expect people to have, you know. Like one of the big ones, but the HTC One, that's kind of a specific thing. I had a Windows phone at one point too.
Ooh, classic.
Like if I'd seen that in a movie, I think it would be like, okay, they paid to put that there.
Back when they're like Windows 8, it could just be for phones and computers, right? And everybody revolted. Windows Phone died and Windows 8 quickly went away.
Yeah. It couldn't get Instagram, so I had to download something called Lomogram. If you go all the way to like the very beginning of my Instagram, I think you can find like something with a Lomogram filter on it.
Oh no.
You couldn't view anything on it.
You could only post.
It was an API to post to Instagram.
Oh man.
So, yeah. What other product placement? Transformers movies were so full of them. Like they continued to be for the entire series. I think it was the second one so the first one you had like the Allspark and you're like causing things to come alive, and I think they like made an Xbox wake up or whatever.
Oh yeah.
There were definitely some products that actually no. I think there weren't a lot of products in that particular one because all the robots were like the machines were just turning into these monsters that would attack you, and nobody wanted that for their product. Then later I think it's 2, could be 3, but they basically like they beat Megatron and then they melt him down, and then they start making products out of Transformer metal from the Decepticons that they killed. Like the government takes it and then they get research people and they try to make product out of it.
Right.
And so they have a thing, and it's like this transforming metal that like shapeshifts into different products and stuff like that. And they had it turn into Beats by Dr. Dre, like a Beats pill, like the speaker
good.
system.
Yeah.
There's a lot of in like the Mark Wahlberg Transformer movies. There was like like a Bud Light truck that got like hit or something like that, and then he like steps out of his car with like the overturned Bud Light truck, and there's Bud Lights everywhere. As he goes, he picks one up and he cracks it and sips it, and then he goes back to doing action shit.
Hell yeah. I remember in the G.I. Joe movie, the one with The Rock and the other guy are playing Modern Warfare 2.
Really?
Yeah, and he's just like crouched, The Rock's jumping and crouching in a corner like, I don't know how to do this game.
Yeah, it's so funny that The Rock died like immediately in that.
I don't even remember, but that makes sense.
Yeah, well,
cameo, baby.
Yeah, I mean, and then you hear about how he was on the whole like Black Adam movie where he was like, I'm going to be the next Superman. Yeah. It's going to be Black Adam, and I'm going to be playing him.
Good luck. Good luck with that. And it did not work out in his favor. He's still out there trying though. He's doing acting work.
He's doing Moana.
He's doing Moana. He did that Smashing Machine movie that some people liked. I don't know.
He did that one movie with Kevin Hart where they're like step brothers, brothers-in-law.
Wow, I thought I was gonna say, I guess a cop movie. They did a brothers-in-law movie. Is it like a twins thing, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito type shit?
I think it's like,
like, what are you doing, little brother? As he's like doing this to him.
No, they're like brothers-in-law. Like one of them is married to the other's sister. I don't remember which direction. I just think it was a movie that exists. I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Then you got John Cena, who I think is doing a much. I mean, I like his performances better.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to be doing now that his schedule's all free. He's officially retired. What'll it be?
And it choked out
Yeah, ETC smiled and he tapped out. He gave the one final tap out of the business to fucking Gunther of all people. And people are real mad about that. I don't really give a shit about him. I don't just like, the fact that I don't care is what makes me mad. I'm not even mad that like, oh, like that guy doesn't deserve it. It's just like, really? Like he's not even on like, you know, a path to go anywhere. He's just kind of a guy. Mm-hmm. I don't get it. And it's been weird.
Because it's all about the storylines.
That's the thing. There's no storyline.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Like that's why it's a little.
There's no storyline with it. It's just you pick somebody and he probably was a good guy. He probably was like the right guy for the job. You know, he's the one of the hottest guys or whatever on the rise. But you know, long-term storytelling, I don't get it.
They probably just didn't have the real right guy like on the roster at the time.
Yeah.
Not that it would be like any particular person, but maybe he just wanted. Maybe he decided that he wanted out, and they didn't really have the time to, like, set up the story properly.
The Rock's the one that fucked it up because he set up this whole big story. The Rock, like, bought his way in to be basically, like, the head of, not WWE, but TKO, the company that's, like, the owner of WWE, basically, like, the overarching thing. Mm-hmm. I think they own, like, WWE and UFC, something like that. I don't know. But basically, he stepped in to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to write this story where I come back as the big main bad guy, and John Cena's going to turn heel and sell his soul to me. And then he did that, and then no one ever saw The Rock again. He was done from wrestling. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, okay, so we wasted how many months of the last year of this guy's career on this bullshit now, and we got to try and salvage something? Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. Still mad at The Rock for that.
Yeah.
And then people want to glaze fucking John Cena's last year like one of the best heel turns I've ever seen. It's like it amounted to nothing. The moment, I guess, was cool at the time, but nothing came of it. It was worse than fucking Hogan's heel turn, all things considered. At least Hogan's heel turn had the whole Sting versus NWO run, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Sting ziplining in and doing all the fake Stings. Got all the great memes of Sting pulling off the mask of himself. Mm-hmm. It's great. This is... I just saw one the other day that I hadn't seen before where they, because Sting's known from rappelling from the rafters. So, like, they look up and they see.
And he plays
like,
a mean bass.
They look up, they're like, oh, man, we can see the face paint. And they just drop, like, a mannequin and he just falls through the ring. Just, like plummets. And they're like, oh, wow, that was funny. They just tried to spook us. Well, get that dummy out of there. Let's beat him up. And they pull it out, and it's actually Sting.
Mm-hmm. So you're just hiding underneath the thing.
Yeah, and then but he put on, like, the harness that the dummy had and everything, and he, like, the dummy wakes up, and they're like, oh, no, it's the real Sting. And he just starts whooping ass. It's great. It's that's some of the best, like, writing of all time, of Sting just coming out of nowhere just to kick ass.
Yeah, there's another. I've just been seeing this on Instagram recently. It's a clip of John Cena talking shit to Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
And he was like, "Bro, you didn't get a concussion. I know this because to get a concussion, you need a brain. Chill." Like immediately, just like chill.
Because Brock Lesnar's character is he's just gonna immediately explode at any moment.
Yeah.
Just like, don't kill me, please.
So fast, he's like not taking it back. He's just like, hey, don't get too mad about it.
I got more to say, just so you know, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, but it's just it's a good Sting. Not referencing Sting as you are, but yeah.
Yeah, John Cena was legendary on the mic. He legitimately had, like, freestyle rapping skills. That's how he got, like, the whole story of him becoming the Doctor of Thugonomics was by accident.
Yeah, he was wearing the backwards cap and everything in this.
Yeah, that's his whole gimmick. He got it just being, like, when he first started out, just, like, you know, normal, tight, slick back hair, just trying to be, like, oh, bringing the aggression kind of guy, like, being all jacked up. But he said one day just on the back of one of the tour buses, everybody's getting together and just trying to do, like, you know, a freestyle rap session. So he went to the back of the bus like, all right, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, and started doing it and just went through like 10 different guys. And then one of the heads of creative, the Stephanie McMahon, the daughter of Vince, was just like, oh, can you like do that? How'd you remember all that? And he's like, no, I'm just making it up as it goes. And she's like, all right, do it to me. And he did a freestyle rap about her, and she's like, all right, that's your character from now on, forever. And he's like, okay, cool.
Not forever, though, but...
I mean basically, like, that became, like, his shtick, and he's like,
quite a bit, yeah.
I'm going to run with this. I mean, technically it always was, but, like, it always wasn't his back burner. He always had those, like, whenever he'd pick up the mic, even if he was on the sideways cap, it was always expected he was going to put on some fire. But yeah, that's basically like that's what threw into his Doctor of Thugonomics phase. It's just complete happenstance.
Yeah.
Someone just heard him being really good at rapping, and you're like, all right, cool. The only artist ever to have one platinum-selling album and then never make music again.
Oh, nice.
Because of the one album that he made that he, I guess, with WWE went platinum. Because every single kid was playing it in their bedroom.
That's cool. I mean, we talk about like how certain celebrities, Snoop Dogg, The Rock, it's just like
Side
they
question.
they just finished the main quest. They fully completed it, so now they're just out there doing other stuff, side questing. And
John Cena was side questing during the main quest. He was doing it all.
Different approach.
Most guy ever for Make-A-Wish, like whatever the people wish for him, he did like the most of those. I forget what the word of it is. Fulfillments.
Most wishes granted.
Yeah, there it is. Most wishes granted. I couldn't think of the actual like term they used. Most Make-A-Wishes granted. Crazy.
Yeah, cool guy.
Crazy legacy. It's a rap sheet like no one else. One of one. Shout out to John Cena. You can't see him though. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Do we even know that he actually visited all those kids, or do they just tell him that he was there?
I mean, yeah, the kids, if they said they saw him, I mean, that's really all it takes. Like Santa Claus, right? They believe. That's all that matters.
I think, now I'm getting some ideas where just general, like, we have these jokes that we kind of, like, hold on to and keep going, but we just sort of replace how they're done.
Sure.
For example, you have John Cena Can't See Me. You constantly make jokes about, like, he's not there and stuff like that. We would do the same thing about camo patterns.
Oh, yeah.
For very clear reasons.
Right.
In both cases, right? But it's the same joke.
Yeah. Just
It's
about the same.
Yeah.
I think it's I forget who exactly said it, but it's a common term in wrestling. The best things are stolen. Because, I mean, even like Hulk Hogan's gimmick was stolen from a guy named, not stolen, but it's basically the same exact gimmick as superstar Billy Graham. But 10 years ago, it's just wrestling wasn't at the poise to like get on TV, like because in the 60s to the 70s, TV wasn't in households the same way it was from the 80s to the 90s. So it just wasn't the right time for superstar Billy Graham. But 10 years later, it was. They gave that gimmick to the next guy and bang, bang. It works.
What else we got? How you throw like a piece of paper into the basket. You used to say Kobe. Now people start saying Curry. I don't even know.
Do they say Curry?
I mean, they did. That was even years ago.
I usually said it with LeBron or Kareem just because that one scene in the Ted movie always makes me laugh. He just goes, Kareem, and he misses completely. He goes, you suck, Kareem.
6'7" is basically the same joke as just E. You remember that meme?
Yeah,
Markiplier's
Lord
face
Farquaad.
on Lord Farquaad in a court, which I think was just in. I think that was just in Shrek, probably.
Yeah, and I think just deep fried and then E, an impact font.
Yeah, it's just stupid. It's just like low level brain rot.
Also,
just repeat the same thing over and over.
Can't forget G and D. They were spawn offs from that. Also, pretty bad memes.
I didn't even know about those. See, I can't keep track of all this stuff. But those kind of, that's also kind of the same joke as the SpongeBob one, like 24.
24.
Yeah, it's just if you say something enough, eventually it just becomes a silly little joke.
Yeah, if it's funny enough in the moment, found something even funnier than 24.
25.
25.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And it's not even like funny, but the fact that we can link on that same knowledge of we watched that SpongeBob episode together just gives us enough of that giggle. That's good.
So yeah, I just think that there happens to be some types of jokes that like we just want to continue to make the same joke, and then we find whatever's nearby and grab onto it and make the joke again.
I'm pretty sure that's like a big thing. I've never actually read the book on it's memetics, like it's written in like the 70s, where it's basically just like they talk about the things that repopulate like that through culture.
Yeah. So the memetics is it's a word used to describe something in sort of contrast to genetics. Because genetics is traits that are passed down through your genes directly.
Right.
Just by existing, being born, you're going to inherit these traits. and they continue to propagate through society because of that inheritance.
Right.
Mimetics is when you teach it to a child and something continues to go through society, like building a fire. Like, that is not something that is inherently genetic to us.
Right.
It's mimetic because we continued to teach our offspring that over and over and over, that it's just stuck around for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a very human thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Built into us.
Yeah.
But that's different from, say, like babies knowing how to swim right away.
Yeah, that's like
evolutionary, like kind of hardwired into the brain or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call it genetics, right?
Yeah, that'd be partly genetic if you come out baked that way.
Yeah, just the way I'm thinking of genetics right now is more of like the different traits within humans, but as a full human trait, yeah. I'm with it.
Interesting. Babies is wild. Kids are wild too. I just keep finding those. I've seen a couple of them today, like kids falling off of rock walls or like up and over fences, and they're just fine. You just like plummet, and you're like, that kid's dead. Nope, he's fine. He just gets up and like runs, like not even like angry or sad about it. Just like, oh, wait up, guys.
Yeah, well, that's the
running
thing
after
is
his
that
friends.
if
like,
you
damn,
like don't freak out about it, like if you freak out about it, that's gonna freak them out about it.
I mean, yeah, but like it's how can you even like the kid I watched fall over a fence broke his neck, it looked like how do you walk after that, let alone be like, hey guys, let's wait up for me.
It just didn't hurt that bad, I guess.
It's crazy. Rubber bones.
Yeah. And kids also just heal fast too.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
That's why it's actually a lot easier to be like just physically scarred as a kid, because scar tissue comes up when something is healing like pretty fast, relatively speaking.
Interesting.
I mean, for some things, you know, it's like this shouldn't heal at all, and yet it does, and so then you get a scar.
Yeah, like big gashes and whatnot. Interesting. Is there like any injury that just can't heal? Like if you get a large enough chunk taken out of you and you just like completely like not vacuum seal, but like seal it off like plastic, only antibiotics go in and just let it like, it's going to eventually all just be scar, right? It's going to come back. Like you're going to rebuild the muscle. Like if you just take like a square out of your chest, like a whole big square, big ice cream scoop.
So I do know that
in a hospital, ready to go. Like,
in piercing, right? You can take like the needle type thing and, you know, stick it through the ear, like to take like an earring and mount it into the machine and then just stick it through the ear. Or there's this type of hole punch thing that actually punches the hole out, and then when it heals, like instead of the skin like connecting across the hole and closing it up, it connects from the front of the ear to the back through the hole, and so the hole remains.
Right. It's like a little like almost like a what would you call those? Like they call it grommets, like the brass things you like can hammer in.
Kind of, yeah. So there's like a difference there. So I don't know if you would necessarily grow back that muscle. Not a doctor.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd grow back like all the muscular structure, but I wonder like what it would look like, what it would do.
The skin would probably cover it up again.
Yeah, because you see it's kind of gross, but if you watch like the videos of like people who have been homeless and usually drug addicted for a long time, and they have like those injuries that have been left untreated for a while, like the body just carries on in ways that you would not believe. It's wild.
My younger brother has a bit of graphite in his leg from someone stabbing him.
Oh, damn. The pencil?
Yeah, stabbed him in the leg with a pencil, and he ended up having to go to some like special classes or whatever, and you know, there's kids that get in fights there, and someone just stabbed him in the leg.
Damn.
For like some transgression from, I don't know, however long ago. Decided now's the time, and his little piece of graphite in there.
Damn. That's wild.
Yeah.
As long as the body's fine, would it dissolve after a while? Does graphite like work its way that way?
I think it just depends on the material, right? Can the material dissolve?
Yeah, can graphite do that?
I don't think it can.
Why are we switching out with lead then? I thought that was like the whole thing, is it's safe to consume.
I don't think we've ever used lead.
Is lead never in pencils?
I don't really think so. Maybe.
It's got to be. It's so much of a thing like that. Oh, lead is no longer in pencils. Like that was always what people said. Because even as a kid, like you learn about pencil lead, but no, it's not actually lead.
Yeah,
so.
I've learned it's not actually lead. I didn't learn that it is no longer lead.
Was pencil lead ever actually lead? Google, let me know. Was pencil lead ever actually lead? Has never actually contained lead. Always been a mixture of graphite and clay. The name stuck because early Romans used lead styluses. So early Romans did, and I guess...
Well, lead stylus doesn't have the wooden casing that a pencil does. So it's different, but I mean, it's a writing tool that did have lead in it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and then I guess once they actually used the graphite things, because graphite just looked like those lead styluses, they were like, that's lead.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I guess that stuck around. That was mimetic enough that it stuck around. Yeah. People just kept calling it lead. That's crazy. We were just talking about it. How is that still a thing? Like, how is it still so prevalent if it has literally never ever been lead?
That's what people called it.
It's why it rolls off the tongue well. Pencil lead.
Yeah.
Shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because there's not even like a better term for it. Because even though I know it's not lead, like.
Well, that's why I stood back. I stood back and I said graphite, especially because it's permanently lodged in my brother in his leg, and it's like if it was actual lead, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
So I said graphite because.
Lead poisoning. That's wild. There's literally no better term for it. Just pencil like innards, pencil writings, pencil gray. I don't know what. Pencil lead's too good.
Pencil ink.
Pencil ink. You do need that hard consonant at the end. Mm-hmm. Like lead, like it gives that nice round to it.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell else can you call it? Pencil Fred. Pencil
rock.
Pencil dead. Pencil rock. And I feel like the D, you need the D. Pencil, it doesn't need to rhyme, though. I can only think of rhymes with it, though. Like pencil ride, pencil rod. Shit, I don't know. We're going to have to workshop this.
Okay, we're going to make a new word, and then they're going to be saying it in thousands of years.
Yeah.
Like, who came up with that?
We're going to do the Phineas and Ferb of it. We'll make a cool, really catchy song like the aglet. And then people will be like, well, we can't not say it now. We can't not remember what the tip of the shoelace is called.
True, but they didn't come up with that.
Yeah, but they had to come up with the song. I feel like they could have done that with any word. They did that with squirrels in my pants, and I still remember about that. So it's the catchy song that's the important part. We can workshop the name. We just got to figure out what the hell can we call pencil lead.
What do you want out of your pencils? The qualities.
The qualities? Well, I like a mechanical pencil. Yeah. So I've actually been really into the mechanical pencils that are like the twisty at the end instead of the click. Because the click I always feel like rattles around too much, and like that type of lead is almost too thick and breaks. Whereas the little thing, I can do it at a much more like measured rate. Just get like a little millimeter and write with it. Works much better. Breaks less. I feel like the clicks sometimes give me too much, and I got to get just the right amount of click.
So I've talked to you about the Dixon Ticonderoga Sensomatic before.
Yeah, the teacher that was really into pencils, I remember.
Yeah, and this is the one where it's like the last little bit of the plastic that holds the lead. Like as you're writing with it, it like gets pushed down because like the lead gets shorter, and then it sort of like presses against the paper, and then when you lift it up, it extrudes just that little bit of lead back out, so you can just keep on writing so long as you lift up your pencil in between letters, and you're not just like doing a huge run-on sentence in cursive.
I didn't know that was a cool feature of it. I gotta try that out. I think I have that same exact pencil.
The worst ones. Have you ever seen those pencils, which is like 10 tiny little like pencil points, like in a stack, and you'd hold them? They'd be in the tube of the pencil, and then like as the one got too dull or like stopped writing, you would take it out and then you'd push it into the back to put out the next sharpened lead.
No, what the hell?
It was garbage.
Musket loaded pencil? What the hell is that?
It's stupid. I couldn't stand it. I don't know what the point was, because like you're gonna get really, really dull really quickly with that. And what are you gonna do? Then go buy new replacement points thing with a pencil, and even mechanical pencils, like you're able to keep a fine point. With a regular pencil, you just need to sharpen it. For a mechanical pencil, you just need to make sure that you keep the lead flowing. Coming out. There was
one I remember I bought. I don't think I bought it, but I remember using it at the like the Scholastic Book Fair. It was a plastic pencil, but you could take the whole cap end of it off, because the cap end was basically just like a little pin with the graphite stick thing out of it. And it came in a case with like 6 of those. And that was it. And I was just like, so you get 6, and then the pencil's just done. Like, there's no more pencil after that. You can't even put new, like, how are you going to put new lead in there? Like, they eventually tried to put, like, because they had the mechanical pencil lead reloads. A bunch of kids always had those, like the little, they looked like jewels back in the day before jewels were a thing. But they had all the different sizes of them. They found one that could fit in there, and they would, like, break off little pieces, then stick in and use. And I'm like, that's so much work. That pencil sucks. It's the worst.
I'm only thinking about this now. Technically, this is our Christmas episode. It's coming out the day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Merry holidays to all those who celebrate. And if you don't, then happy December 23rd. I hope your days off of work are nice.
Yeah, have some cranberries or something.
Yeah.
Chestnuts roasting on the open fire.
Speaking of cranberries, winter spiced cranberry Sprite is already like leaving stores. That's crazy. They replaced it with this winter chill cherry lime bullshit. I don't even know what's going on.
I'm fine if they're gonna bring in a winter chill cherry lime thing. However, cherry lime is not winter flavors. Gotta say it. But to remove the spiced cranberry, now that is egregious.
It's terrible. I was looking in the shelves. They don't even have like the tag for it because I thought, oh, surely it's just sold out because it's so good. No, it's not there. I was like, this is horrible. Why would you do this to me? I got like one little case of it of the mini cans that I had over the last week, and that was it. No more winter spiced cranberry Sprite. I gotta look for the cranberry ginger ale or something, I guess.
For any
cranberry
of you
fix.
Listeners who haven't sent your list to Santa yet, please include wishing pain upon the executives at the Coca-Cola Company.
Yeah, Sprite's Coke.
The Coca-Cola Company.
Yeah, all the pain in the world, all the pain of the testicular variety and beyond. But testicular would probably be the best place to start. And God's
the old
got
dick twist.
Yeah, give him the old dick twist. God's got good aim. If you had just pray to God and Santa too, both of them, God and Santa, they're tag teaming on stuff, tag in and out. If they just pray to both of them, nut pain on the Coca-Cola executives, and maybe winter spice cranberry will come back. Till then, I'll have to get the cranberry ginger ale, which isn't bad. I don't hate it. Man. Well, that is about the time we can call it for this episode of Cold Hard Trash, CRT episode 81. Happy holidays and whatever else to all of you. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a like, a 5-star rating, a comment, whatever kind of engagement that you would like to do. And if you don't, well, that just makes me sad.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.